Elvis and the Stag by Regina Zoll. Elvis accompanied his mother on one of her dreaded shopping trips. Today they went to shop posh. Elvis was lost in thought as he meandered around the store, thinking of nothing and everything all at once. His mother shopped, and the hipster storekeepers busily tidied the never-ending tussle of clothing and posh accessories. Just then, an unexpected visitor burst into the store.
It was a stag. Reactions were mixed, taking some by surprise, while others just kept right on shopping as if this was something that happened all the time. Racks were thrown about, and the store was littered with chaos, and beads and scarves and sweaters flew about in the air. Elvis and the stag met face to face. Elvis was not afraid. He could sense that the stag might be lost. Elvis knew just what needed to be done, and the stag could see from the softness in Elvis's eyes and the openness in his face that he could be trusted. Elvis simply turned and told his mother he would be home for supper and guided the stag out through the door of Shop Posh. He led him to the old canal. There, the stag was able to drink water and nibble the soft green grass. At first, Elvis thought that would be quite enough, but after the stag had his fill, Elvis caught sight of an alertness and worry in his deep brown eyes. The stag peered up the canal in a westward fashion, and they started off walking along the old canal. They walked quite a way when their path was cut off abruptly by a highway that was 4 lanes across, and indeed across the highway were a family of deer. They paced about along the side of the road with the same alert and worried look in their eyes that the stag had. They waited a while to see if the cars would stop, but there was no lull at all, and they realized it would be futile to cross here. Elvis had a bright idea. He always carried his utility knife with him, and on it he had a spoon. He decided he would dig the stag a tunnel to freedom under the highway. He set right to it, and he dug for what seemed a very long time, which may not be long at all for a little boy, and was starting to get discouraged when a climber hiked by the unlikely pair. In his pack hung a pickaxe.
"Hello," he said gently. "Hello," said Elvis. "You're looking rather weary. Is there something I can do to help?" asked the mountain climber. "We are trying to dig a tunnel below this roadway for the stag to get back to his family on the other side." "I see," said the climber. "Well, perhaps I can help you by digging with my pickaxe." They dug for what seemed like a long while, and while they had gotten much further than Elvis had with his lone spoon, they soon grew discouraged again, and wondered just how long it would take, and indeed whether this was even possible. Shortly thereafter, a backhoe pulled off the highway to the side of the road. He got out to stretch his legs and saw the unlikely trio. "Hello," he said. "My, you all certainly look weary. May I ask what you are doing?" "We are trying to dig a tunnel below this roadway for the stag to get back to his family on the other side." "I see," said the backhoe driver. "Well, perhaps I can help you by digging a tunnel with my backhoe." The backhoe driver got right to it while Elvis and the climber continued to dig as well. They tunneled under the roadway until light shone down from the other side of the roadway. The stag made his way quickly through the tunnel and rejoined his happy family on the other side of the roadway. They swiftly continued on westward, but for the stag, who, as his family was just out of sight, stopped and turned around, looking at Elvis squarely in the eye, open and full of gratitude. Elvis got to help drive the backhoe home, and was just in time for supper. His mother was very happy to see him, and quite proud too. The end.